I'm Anil Kumar, sharing with you solution of question number 7b, page 452, Nelson, Arithmetic Series. Now, after checking the assignment of my students, I found some common mistakes. I should say overlooks. Now, what I did was that I copied this question from the book, kind of changed it a bit. And then what I investigate is before you. The question here is, calculate the sum of 24 plus 37 plus 50 plus so on till 349. Now, since this question is from arithmetic series, students just start answering the question without even showing that the series is arithmetic, right? So I think when you solve such a question, since we have not written that this is arithmetic series, you have to first show that the series is arithmetic series, and then you find the solution, that is sum of those terms, right? So the first step is to prove that the series is arithmetic, right? So what do we do for that? So we know the first three terms here. We don't know the number of terms. Now find the common difference. So let's find common difference. That should be your first step. Now most of the students did not do this step. So 37 minus 24. Do 37 minus 24 equals to what? Second, I will recommend use calculator. Otherwise, you may not get the same answer, right? Well, it is 13. Okay. And then 50 minus 37 equals to 50 minus 37 is equal to 13 again, right? So what you find here is that common difference is 13. So you can write difference D equals to 13. Constant, or you can say common difference, right, implies that it is arithmetic sequence. Is that okay? So that is, you need to investigate, okay, and you need to show that this is arithmetic sequence, and then start solving the question. Now in this arithmetic sequence, what do you know? You know first term T1, which is normally equals to A, written as A in the formulas, is 24, and the nth term is 349. But you don't know the number of terms. Therefore, the next step is to find the number of terms, right? So now let us find the number of terms. The formula for number of terms is what? Tell me. First term plus n minus 1 times you add the common difference. So n minus 1 times d, right? So that is what the formula is for the nth term. Now nth term is given to us as 349. So we'll write 349 here. First term is 24 plus we don't know what n is, and d we just found as 13. Now rearrange, so we have 349 minus 24 equals to n minus 1 times 13. Then use calculator, okay, no mistakes because of calculation. 349 minus 24 equals to 325. Keep this number because we have to divide by 13, right? Equals to n minus 1. Divide by 13 equals to 25. So we have 25 equals to n minus 1, or n is 25 plus 1, right? So let's do plus 1 also. 26. Okay. So we get n as equals to 26. So now we have calculated what n is. So what do we know now? So from the given sequence, I should say series, because we are adding it up, we know a equals to 24, d is equals to 13, and n is equals to 26. Now we need to find sum of all these terms, right? So S of, how many terms are there? 26. It's a good idea to write 26, right? Not necessary. It's always good. And the formula being used, let me write down the formula first, right? You should also write the formula first here. So let me write S of n. So which formula should I use? I know the first and the last term, and I also know number of terms. So number of terms divided by 2 times first term plus nth term is a good formula to use here, right? So S of 26, since there are 26 terms, is 26 divided by 2. First term is 24 plus the last term is 349. Right? Use calculator. Right? I highly recommend you to use calculator. 24 plus 349 equals 2. And then you do times 26 equals to divide by 2 equals to. There is no harm in pressing equals to after every operation, since you are not really putting brackets. Now, I have stopped telling people put brackets. I have adopted a very different approach. I don't say that don't use calculator, just use calculator, because that is the trend, right? So the trend is to use the calculator, not to put the bracket. Now, how can you get the right answer? Well, by avoiding brackets, is keep on pressing equal to sign after every little operation. That is what you should be doing, right? So we get our answer, and the sum of this series is indeed 4849, right? I hope that helps you all to understand how to find sum of such a series, right? So take precautions. If I have not mentioned that this is arithmetic sequence or whatever, you have to prove that first. If you don't prove this, then you lose marks here. Correct? When you are applying a formula, write the formula clearly along with the values of each parameter. That helps. Even if calculation mistakes happen, you get marks for what you have done. If you avoid those things, then you don't really get any marks for wrong answer, right? There could be calculation mistakes, and therefore I recommend use calculator. Thank you and all the best.